Hey everybody, welcome back to Sama Sisters Against Mental Abuse. I'm your host Misty, and I want to say I am disturbed by a video I saw in May. And it was of a woman, a young black woman trying to get away from this man. You can see this man like following her, and she's like, "Stop! I have a restraining order on you." And he says, "Okay, we'll call the police." This escalates to a foot chase. She's running. He catches up to her, and she screams out he has a gun, and this man shoots her multiple times. Mind you, this is actually being recorded, and this man knows that he's being recorded. People that are recording are saying, "Hey, get away from her." And they're telling her, "Come up here, come into the building." And the whole thing is just awful and disturbing. And it's already upsetting, but the fact that it seems like everybody forgot this young lady. Her name was Shakeia Allen, and she was only 27 years old, and she was a mother to a young daughter. And it's like y'all forgot. I don't see it trending anymore. I had been looking for updates because the man that did this to her was abusive to her. So he was physically abusive to her, so much so that police came, they took away Amir Johnson's guns, and they put him in jail. Shakeia Allen was going to press charges. There was a hearing set, but she didn't show up, and he didn't show up, so I guess it got dismissed. And it's that I can't blame her for. I know people say, well, you should go through the process and follow due process. It's not an easy thing to face your abuser. Nobody wants to go to court and keep seeing their abuser, and you're feeling all of these horrible emotions. You're afraid, especially with somebody like him. She might have been afraid. If he had been violent with her already. So going through that process, like I said, seeing your abuser, there's so many mixed emotions. They're all negative emotions. It's hard. And that's why I encourage like black women, if you're leaving, especially police get involved, they usually give you information for like a shelter or some kind of women's center. Use those resources. I know that we have pride and we think that we can do it ourselves, but there are some really good resources, like a lot of those places will help you to fill out your restraining order. They'll help you to talk through it, find out what you need, look over the paperwork and everything like that. And then the court advocates, a lot of them have court advocates as well. They'll go to court with you and they understand that it is a hard emotional process. They're there to make sure you don't forget anything, or just having that moral support can be really, really important. So anyway, so it was dismissed, but Shakeia Allen did the right thing. She moved away, and that's what we always tell them: like, get away. You have to get away. She did. Now, how he got her address is still unclear. There's not been as many details in this situation, but some people are saying that the court accidentally left her address on the paperwork. Some people are saying that Amir Johnson found out through someone else. It's unclear, but he found her. The fact that this man has been out since April 21st, and here it is, June 15th, is so disturbing. And it's so scary because there are other black women literally at risk. In this community, black men can do no wrong. So I'm thinking somebody's got to be helping him. There's no way. Because the way that the witnesses described him walking off, it was just like nothing had happened. He wasn't even bothered. So he's been out there, and police were kind of lacking in the details at the beginning. Like they really took their time, but they are asking for help now, and there is a flyer to catch Amir Johnson. They think that he might still be in the Baltimore area where this happened, but who knows? Like I said, black men usually have somebody that they can lean on. They can literally get away with murder, and I'm just being honest here. Like I like if you want to hate me, but I'm giving you a situation. I'm telling you the facts. Like this is what's happening. He took this woman's life. There's no way he should be out and about. He's gonna do it again. If he's not already doing it, like I wouldn't be surprised if he has a new woman right now that he's being abusive to while he's out and doesn't even need to be out. Because they always can find a couch to sleep on. They could always find some woman to support them and a woman to leech off of. I wanted to also mention two other black women that I talked about in the past that were in this situation. Carla Williams was a beloved teacher from Florida, and this was May of 2022. She was shot in her gym in public at like 4 a.m. She had a restraining order against her ex, and he went, he found out her routine and he went to her gym and just killed her in front of a bunch of people. And then Cassandra Jones was a woman who worked for the state, also beloved. People cared about these women. She had a 25-page document with her restraining order detailing all the times that her ex had abused her. Her ex killed her in public on her way to work. I want Black women to take this seriously. Like, I want y'all to understand. I need y'all to overreact. Like, when you see somebody being abusive and you don't like it, vibes is off, I need you to get out. We need to take extra precautions. I mean, if I'm talking to somebody, a lot of times they don't even get my direct phone number. Like, I'm not giving my information out too early. Hell, people people don't even know my government name and they've been friends with me. And yeah, sure. I mean, y'all can call it weird, but you have to take extra precautions to make sure that you're safe. And I just wanted to talk about this briefly. I really didn't want this to be too long, but I did want to provide you all with the updates. I will likely have a flyer also on Instagram that I'm going to share with Amir Johnson. If you guys see him or if you know where he's at, speak up. Don't let him get away with murder. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Also, if you are a Black woman with a story of mental abuse to share, or if you are a Black woman in the mental health field, reach out to us to be featured on the show at samatogethernow@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at samatogethernow, and you can also find us on Facebook at Sisters Against Mental Abuse. Thanks for listening, and remember, mental abuse is abuse.